What's going on, people? Listen, Linda. I think I got some PTSD for some shit that didn't even happen. Oh, guys, I put out a video the other day, and I had a wheel come loose. And checking my other wheels on the drives, I'm pretty sure it's the same one because it's stamped on the inside of the wheel. So I hadn't climbed under the truck or looked on the other steer tire, which I'm going to soon, but I'm pretty sure it's Alcoa. Alcoa is what came apart on me. Yeah, this right here. And I've made a video about this already, but I want to go a little more detail, talk a little more about it, some things I left out, and I'm going to cover the bill. I finally got my bill from running the PO and the tire count, and I'm going to cover that. So let's dedicate this video to Southern Tire Mart. Man, they came through. That's the first road call I've ever done, and I was expected to get taken to the bank, but that's just not the case this time. Man, much respect for Southern Tire. I can't speak enough about them, but you know, this ain't a paid for endorsement or anything like that. It's just I'm a happy customer, a happy customer. So the other day was down at the Orange County Convention Center dropping off a load for Church of God. They got a big event going on right now, and I parked possibly 20 miles away and had to be there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and en route going out over to the convention center in Orlando. We're talking, I got on the interstate, and I'm running 70, 72 down the interstate, and I go through security, get checked in, I wheel over there, and my buddy Jason comes up and going to let me know they're ready for me in the door. Go put it in the door, and he points and said, "Dude, what'd you do to your wheel?" And I'm leaning out of the truck, I'm like, out of the window, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Man, it's cracked." I was like, "What?" So I popped the brake, jumped out. How in the world does this happen? You know, I've seen this happen at times with people that's hit something in the road, an object in the road, or had a truck wreck, an incident, accident, but I've never seen one just come apart like this. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, I haven't hit anything. I haven't curved it. I ain't hit nothing going down the road, except the one thing is some of these roads we ride on, they aren't the best. You know, you go through lots of parts of the country, you're gonna hit potholes that knock stuff off your dash. So that's the only thing that I've hit, and I dodged that whenever I see it coming. So I don't know. Maybe it's a bad batch of aluminum. Maybe it's a recall. I done some search on by my VIN number. There's no recalls on the wheels. So I don't know. But upon seeing it, I thought, all right, well, let me get in the door. I'm gonna unhook from my trailer, and there's a Love's about 20 miles away. I can probably just limp it down there. And then I was like, wait, no, I can't do that. That's 20 miles. That's a long way. Let me see what's closer. So I opened up my national tire count, and there's a Southern Tire Mart like 4.8 miles away. And I was like, huh, I could definitely go over there. No highway, just drive about 20 miles an hour. And then the more I thought about it, the more reality started sitting in. I'm like, this is not just having a blowout. This ain't having one of your drives or your trailer tires blown out and you limp into the shop. No, this is a wheel, and it's coming apart. And I was outside the truck once when I had to move it. I moved it away from everybody in case it was to blow. But I was walking up, and I was looking, and I noticed where I was parked, the crack spot of the tire was on the bottom. And man, you want to see how flat it was. I was like, I got to move that. I got to put that crack on the top of the rim and get that weight off of it. And just by noticing it, when Jason pointed it out, to the time we actually got to change, and me moving the truck around, getting it out of people's way, hitting doors and stuff, I'm pretty sure that crack expanded a couple inches. I don't know. I had to look the first pictures I took, size them up to the last picture I took when I had the rim off the truck. But guys, if you only seen that video, it's just 3 minutes long. Go check it out, and you get more of what I'm talking about. But guys, let me tell you, I think I got some PTSD on some shit that didn't happen, because now I'm scared to death about the other front steer tire or wheel on the passenger side. I shit you not, kid you not, I ain't even exaggerating. I'm checking that like 6 or 7 times a day. Every time I get out of the truck, I'm looking at my rim, making sure I ain't got no cracks in it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get another AccuRide rim, and I'm going to change it out. And yes, I'm going to wheel through Southern Tire Mart because they didn't gouge me too bad on the tire or the wheel. I can get that wheel online for $374 before shipping. Okay, and with Southern Tire Mart, they got me for $460 after tax. It's $490. So even if I was to order it online for $370, pay the shipping tax, I'm still looking at $400 plus, and then I'm still looking at probably $150 service to have them change it out. So I think it's cheaper just go to Southern Tire Mart and buy a rim and buy another steer tire. And the steer tire it's on it now, it's got 90,000 miles on it. I'm gonna float it back to the trailer, and yeah, I put another Yokohama 101 ZL on it. When they figured out that I'm gonna need a steer tire too, because the rim got into the bead of the tire, and I'm not gonna chance that. I mean, even the belts and the bead was broken. It's ripped apart in the bead, and some of the belts you could stick a key down in there and twist it up, and the belts were broken. So, especially a steer tire, I was like, no. The tech was even trying to talk to me like, this ain't a good idea. I said, listen, dude, you ain't got to sell me. I don't mess around with steer tires. I said, yeah, I could keep this tire throwing on a trailer. I said, but at the same time, I said, I don't want to risk it there either. Just give me another tire. And they done some checking, and then they didn't have the tire I normally go. I usually run with the RY 617. And usually I get 150,000 miles out of those tires before weird wear, river wear and such takes place. And that's just the thing with them. You know, you get a Michelin on there, you get 200,000 miles out of it. But for the price difference, it's cheaper to go Yokohama, because you can get a damn tire for less than $400. So the guy told me, he said, no, I don't have no 617s, but I got a 101 ZL. I said, all right. I was like, is that a good tire? He's like, oh yeah. I said, I've never seen that one, never used that one. So I said, yeah, go ahead and bring that one. And had another guy bring it over, because the tech, you know, didn't leave the job site once he got the wheel off. So another guy brought us the tire, and he changed it out, and got it right here. It's a good looking tire. And well, that night I got parked, and I got Googling and chatting. I was like, what's the difference between the RY 617 versus the 101 ZL? Anyway, the 101 ZL is a better tire. It's their performance tire, their flagship tire for steers. Better, lower rolling resistance. It's got a better structure for river wear, as the 617s are prone to do. Because I mean, the tire just took off. It's starting to get river wear, 90,000 miles. So I mean, it wasn't that bad, so I wasn't worried about it. Anyway, the 101 ZL is supposed to be, you know, the flagship tire, and it was only $51 more than the 617. So you know, we was looking at 380 something, 90 to 440. So I was like, all right, cool, we run that one, and I'm going to switch over and put another 101 ZL on the passenger side as well, match them up, and probably stick to running that tire, you know. Anyway, so they done that, and I knew, getting ahead of myself, I knew the tire was going to be $440 plus tax plus FET, and that's I think $507 if memory serves me. And most people, they charge a $60 mountain dismount, and so I was like, all right, that's going to be another $50, $60, or however much money they give me for the road call. I'm sure they got a minimum, and then however much they get me for the damn rim. Some people online selling that same rim for $600-700. I was like, oh my God, they're going to rate me. But in a situation like that, what do? You know what I'm saying? You just got to bite the bullet. So after I got rolling, no, let's talk about this invoice first. I'm gonna share a little more on my thoughts of this, and how scary it is, and why I keep saying I think I got PTSD on some shit that ain't happened, because it's scary thoughts, man. You start role playing and visualizing what could have went wrong and what can go wrong. It's scary thoughts. I don't even want to think about it. So the next day I got my invoice for how much it's gonna pay, and I could have got all this information from the guy over the phone, but I didn't want to know. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'll see the bill when it comes. Now, before I go over this bill, if you've ever had a road call, say, and even more specifically, say a steer tire, and you're on the shoulder, you've had TA, Petro, Loves, anybody do a road call, how much did that cost you? Because I've always heard that's over $1,000 just for that tire and a road call. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Let me know in the comments. So this is my first road call, and it's with Southern Tire Mart. So it's not through the truck stop. And they gave me a surcharge, fuel surcharge, $15. Aluminum valve steel, $9.95. Valve cap flow through, which is, I had one on the tire. They should have put my other one back on it. $1.50. The wheel, they got me on the wheel for $461. And for the tire, it was $440. Well, $441. And the hours that they charged me to come and do and work on my truck, they charged me a flat $155. That was the road call fee. So $155 plus the fuel surcharge. So what was that? $170? $170 to come to me. For a total out the door, tax and all. Where's my total here? Where's my total? Flip the page. $1,227. $1,227. That's them coming out on the road call. A new steer tire, a new aluminum rim, $1,226. To me, I think that's freaking awesome. Because I figured it's going to be $1,500, $2,000. Because I've heard the horror stories, guys. Usually a road call, they rape you. And that's why I'm making this video and talking so highly about Southern Tire Mart. Because that's what I was expecting. And you know what they didn't do? They didn't take me to the bank. I got good service at a decent price. And I doubt the truck stops would have done that. I mean, I even thought about calling and, getting a price estimate to, make them think I'm on the side of the road and I need this. How much am I looking at? See what they'd say. But, I got you guys. Y'all can tell me what y'all spend on it. So, let's talk about the scary things. So, you go down the road and you see people that's blowing a steer tire, and you see them where sometimes it tears up the hood. Sometimes it puts them in the ditch and they wreck. Blowing a steer tire ain't no joke. It's something you can't take lightly. The drive tire is really, next in line for being bad. Trailer tires least likely of being so bad because it's way back there. You're gonna mess up, mud flap hangers and stuff like that. But drive tires mud flap hangers get into your fuel tanks. But steer tires can put you right in the guardrail that I'm coming up on right now, off in that little ravine. It ain't no joke. Now, that's just blowing a steer tire. Let's move it on to, what if my wheel comes apart? Take the rubber off, you still got a rolling wheel on most blowouts. But if the wheel comes apart, and next thing you know, you're just skidding down the road with no wheel, no tire. Well, my buddy CD, Todd even said, man, he said, that could have been real bad. He said, that could have dug in and turned you. I said, yeah. I said, that would be a complete out of control moment, and you're at the mercy of God. That's all there is to it. You won't have no control over nothing. And Todd was telling me, he's like, man, he said, knowing that you're rolling down the road on that tire for those 20 miles to the drop off, and everybody that's seen the tire, even the tire tech, he looked at it, he said, oh my God. He said, I've never seen this before. He said, I can tell by the tire you ain't hit nothing, at least not recently. And I was like, no, I ain't hit nothing other than potholes and, bridges and going across the bridges, and, in this nice little country of smooth roads we get. I said, I ain't hit nothing, no road debris, no nothing. Just potholes and stuff in the road. Which that could do it, but I ain't hit nothing recently, you know what I'm saying? I could have hit something, 6 months ago and weakened it. I don't know. It don't make sense for it to just come apart. The tire guy said that. He's like, I can't believe this thing is still holding there. And everybody that's seen it was like, I've never seen one cracked like this and still be holding there. Much less you drove it to the delivery. And here's what scares me, guys. I didn't notice that during my pre-trip. I always pretty damn thorough on the pre-trip. Well, I guarantee you, I'm gonna be a lot more thorough now, because I got PTSD, guys, on some shit that they happened. Oh, but just the fact that should have blown out at even half that crack, half that, of what it was, to the extent of what it was, and it was still holding there, and I drove on it. Todd was telling me, he said, man, he said, God's looking over you right there. I said, yeah. I said, that thing should have blown. But God said, nope, not today, not today. So, you better believe it. I know I'm a blessed person, guys. I know I'm a blessed person. Oh, man, that guy there could have been so bad. So bad. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to share a little more info on that, and I'm sure I left some other things out about it. Just say it's a scary moment, and everything was okay, but just thinking about what could have happened, it's scary thoughts, man. Scary thoughts. So be sure to check your rims. I'm about 99% sure it's Alcoa. That's what's on my drives, and it's all from the factory. So well, I'm pretty sure it's all Alcoas. If it's anything other than Alcoas, then I probably put up a little on Facebook, a community post, and share what tire it was. But I'm pretty sure Alcoa, the same tire wheel we've been rolling around for millions of miles when it's all combined out here trucking. All right, guys, if you like this video, give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, as I put videos out all the time. Everything, yeah, all the time, all things trucking. Man, I'm losing my, oh, hey, see you, bye.